you met your wife overseas.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all meet?
So actually, she was an Olympian for the Russian national team. And so I officially met her there. But then, you know, she's Russian, so she played overseas, crossed paths a bit, and then met her my last couple years playing overseas and stayed in touch. She had a boyfriend at the time.
Look at
she had a boyfriend at the time.
Look how hard she cheesing.
You know, and so then it was kind of like pass me the ball. She passed it, and yeah, that's all it was. So it was it's really cool because my kids, you know, my ex-husband played in the league for a number of years. She's Olympian, I'm Olympian, so like my kids
DNA is crazy.
Are growing up with like that's
mindset.
The
different
mindset
DNA.
that it takes. And so it's exciting for me to see, you know, how she is with my daughter and helping her, but also with my sons to be able to have that as, you know, somebody to look up to.
I have a question. Obviously, you know, you had a husband before and you had a child with him. When did that kind of, when did it start living in your truth become real and
you don't have
kind
to
of
sugarcoat it.
Yeah, that's all. I'm trying to like,
Yo,
you know,
that was a hilarious way. That was like the most corporate way to ask. So like, when did you drop
I'm looking at him like,
who is
and
this?
get
Who
with
is this
women?
guy?
Yeah.
Normally he don't never try to do that. I'm looking at him like, hold up.
That.
This is, you know, that's a line you gotta walk maybe not with her, but just in general, you gotta walk delicately on that line.
You could tell you got a 16-year-old because my daughter be telling me like, you can't say that. You have to say it like that.
Like,
I'm like, sorry, we're 80s babies. I just say it.
Yeah.
So when did that kind of flip on?
When did that switch flip? No, again, like I said, I had always dated men before. And was open and honest about that. And then I think I met my wife and it was crazy. I started looking at things differently.
Interesting.
She was my best friend, genuinely, and then it became more. And from that, I'm grateful for the people around me because I think you have to first be okay with this yourself, with this lifestyle change. Like anybody you bring around your family, you have to be okay with. And so it took me a while. It was actually my brother was the first person that was like, you know, we're gonna love you like no matter what.
Goddamn right.
And you know, Anthony was huge in that. I think my nieces and nephews, like, you know, being okay with the process of what it is. And again, I think it's just talking about it. I think it's people being open and honest, like to sit and talk with two dudes on a show like this about this and it be cool. I think it's important because there's a lot of different places that aren't okay with it.
Right.
My wife is from Russia. Trust me, it's not okay there.
It's not a game you can't.
It's not
allowed. It's illegal, right?
Yeah, it's illegal. It's considered extremist. And so with that being said, I realize like I'm lucky the time period I live in, but I also feel like it's not for certain that it's going to be like that in the future.
Right.
And so to be able to have your own choices, the way you live your life, is important. And so I think having conversations I used to be like, I shouldn't have to come out. Right? Like I don't come out and be like, this is my husband.
Right.
I am, you know, I am heterosexual. So I used to think like, I don't have to come out, but you do a little bit because you don't know the people that you're impacting that don't have that ability to have a free choice. And I say that, and I was financially set. I could take care of myself. I didn't depend on anybody else that could determine my lifestyle.
Right.
And there are so many people through this process that I've met that have been like, my mom doesn't approve of it. And I can't because she, you know, I'm living with her or whatever. And it's like, I talk to the people that are supporting those that are trying to talk more openly about their lives and making decisions like that. Because to just not talk to somebody or to cut somebody off or whatever because of decisions they make, I think is just crazy. So,
well, I think you touched on it, the people that you were helping through your experience, because I think as athletes, people look up to us and, you know, right or wrong, whatever we're doing, like we influence a lot of people. So for you to finally be comfortable enough to come out and speak on it, you don't know how much of a burden you're lifting off other people. Like, okay, shit, Candace is doing it. Let me, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I think it's a very important conversation, especially today. And I mean, just living in your truth. The world is so crazy, but to not be able to live in your truth on top of this crazy world would be maddening.
What's crazier in the WNBA to be other, and for so long I was the straight light skinned girl.
Oh yeah,
in
Candace, a lot of my
WNBA.
friends have crushes on you.
So a lot of that was me fighting that as well. Because the stigma of people would come up to me and be like, we're so happy that you date men. And I was with my wife at the time, like, well, I got a story to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, like, ha ha ha, you know, type of thing. So it was also battling that stigma of what does the world want you to be?
Right.
And what have you been? And all of these things. And so for me, it was my daughter, because she's the main one that I tell her, like, you live what you want, you make your choices, you don't regret, you go forward, those type of things. Be who you are, love who you love, whatever. And I'm like, I have to do that if I'm telling her that every single day.
Right. Come on now.
So that was kind of main conversations. And I'm super grateful for my family, my community, you know, and the people, because I obviously, like, people are gonna make comments, they're gonna say things, but I think through this process, I've gotten thicker skin. You
get numb to it.
It doesn't bother me anymore because they're not going home with me every single day. They're not living my life. So I'm going to let their opinions of me impact how I live. Like, that's crazy.
Someone's opinion on you ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But those same people cut both their feet off for your life. They traded. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's
Half
crazy.
of them at home still jacking off, 45 years old. The other ones ain't washed their face in 3 weeks and they got all kind of bumps. We don't want to talk to y'all.
Hey,
Yeah, I've seen them.
You know the demo, huh?
I've seen them.
That's the second one?
Second episode this week that the words jack off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what losers do.
I've jacked off.
Still? Still?
Yeah, probably, not too long ago.
Oh, wow. You still gripping the mic? That's crazy.
My mic?
Oh,
That's crazy.
I love how we started off politically correct. and
That's crazy.
And gradually we just keep,
I can't believe you're still in the game.
Come on now. You want to shake my hand?
No. This guy is nuts. He been on a roll lately, though.